Have you been wondering if moving to Denver, Colorado in 2022 and moving into 2023 is still worth it? In today's video, I'm going over some major things you definitely want to consider prior to making the move out here in 2022 and moving to 2023. If that's something that you're interested in, go ahead and keep on watching. Welcome back to Colorado Living. I'm Nicole Baker. Today we're going over exactly that. And if you like content just like this, I make videos every Monday and Wednesday, so go ahead and hit the subscribe button below if you want more content just like this. I also am a licensed realtor here in this beautiful state, so if you're interested in relocating and you need your questions answered, I would love to help you. My number and email is popping up. Text, night, call, email, whatever makes sense for you guys. I love helping you relocate here just like I did. So let's go ahead and get started in today's video. First things first, I'm going to start off with probably the most important thing that you need to think about when relocating to Denver, Colorado, and or thinking about it in 2022 and moving on to 2023. Is it in your budget to live here? I think that is so important, and with prices still increasing, I know that the market seems like it's not, and there's a lot of different variables behind that, but the market is still increasing. You have to think, is it in my budget? Also, with inflation, pricing of everything, just goods in general, going up, obviously that is not something that's going to last forever. Prices will go back down on, gas and goods like that, but something to keep in mind are the things that cost a lot of money, including housing. Housing is not cheap here, so keep that in mind. Obviously, there are some options when it comes to different budgets, whether you are looking for a, let's say, condo or townhome downtown Denver. Probably you could find something even as low as like $330 to $450, just depends. Obviously right now your payments are going to be a little bit higher, but with the interest rates going back down in the next 6 months to a year, I would say you could always refi and drop your pricing down. So not necessarily the biggest thing I would say, but definitely finding something in your budget in regards to housing is super important, and talking about that is very important. Yeah, so like I said, $350 to $450 probably is like the cheapest you could get for something simple downtown Denver. Also, maybe if you're looking for something in the suburbs, you could probably get a single family home around maybe like, just depends on location. If you're looking for something in Aurora, you might be able to get $500, as well as Castle Rock. I have a couple different videos on Castle Rock if you're interested in those areas. But I had a house that I saw just a couple days ago or a week ago or whatever it was when I filmed that video. It was priced at $515, and that was in a suburban area, a beautiful community close to all the amenities that you would possibly need in a neighborhood. So that's really awesome. Just depending on where you're going, I would say plan for that in your budget. And if you cannot find something suitable for a monthly payment, I would definitely reconsider moving to Denver, Colorado in 2022 and 2023. Next thing we're talking about is seasons. Colorado definitely has an array of the full 4 seasons here. If you do not enjoy a full 4 seasons, I would highly suggest reconsidering Denver, Colorado as your location of choice. Right now we are in fall and it is absolutely gorgeous. All the leaves are changing color. If you're from a city state that does not have full 4 seasons like I was, originally, I'm from Arizona, where in Phoenix specifically, so we do not have 4 seasons. It's pretty much summer, and I wouldn't even say it's winter. It's summer and like fall-ish. It's still like 90 degrees in Phoenix right now. I have family that lives there still, and they're absolutely jealous of the seasons here, but depending on where you're coming from, you might enjoy a 9-month summer like it is in Arizona. You'll not get to take advantage of that here in the Denver, Colorado area. It's probably about, give or take, 75 degrees on some days, and on the low, maybe 50 degrees during the nighttime, and or if it's maybe rainy or cloudy that day. But moving into winter, winter gets pretty chilly, guys. I'm not going to lie, with a high of maybe 45, 50, something in that range, and that's just on days that it's not snowing, so be prepared for snow. It does snow here, but it's not too bad, not too many days of snow, so if you don't enjoy the snow necessarily, I think you might be able to get away with it as long as you can handle a little bit of cold when it comes to that winter time. But again, moving into spring, it's absolutely beautiful again, 75 degrees, and then moving into summer, probably on the high 95. Sometimes it does get a little bit higher than that, but I would say an average 90, 95, so not too bad. But if you do not like at least 3 out of the 4 seasons that I mentioned, and the temperatures and the weather that comes along with that, I would highly reconsider moving to Denver, Colorado, because the weather is a major portion of Denver, Colorado, and why people are moving here. So if you don't enjoy that, I would highly skip the Denver, Colorado area and think of places like Arizona or somewhere where you can get a more mild weather, or even just maybe 2 seasons like summer and winter. Another super important one, can you live away from your family? Some of you guys already live away from your family if you are, say, in the military or a traveling nurse or so on and so forth. There's a million different variables where you may not be next to your family, but if you are with your family right now, like I was when I moved from Arizona, I was born and raised in Arizona, so all my family lived there. It was definitely a learning curve / period of time when I did move out to Colorado that I was like, oh God, like I kind of miss my family. But luckily for me, I did have other family members here, but some of us aren't as lucky to have that. So if you struggle with, say, being more independent or just being alone in general, I think it might be a little bit tougher for you when you come out here, and there will be a learning curve, especially if, say, you are coming from New York and your family's in New York and you want to move out to Colorado. The flights back to New York are not super cheap, I'm assuming. Unlike Arizona, I can probably get a round trip flight out there for $150. It's a nice, easy, 2-hour flight max. It's not a big deal for me to go out there and see my family when I am homesick or whatever the case may be if they want to come out here. But something to keep in mind is not having quick access to your family and being able to grow a community of your own out here in Colorado, to feel safe, to have someone to call on if you, I don't know, break down on the side of the road. Like, there's a lot of different variables, and that's also why I do have a community that I have built over time where we can help each other out. So keep that in mind. I love helping all my clients. My clients usually become my friends, which I think is amazing. So keep that in mind. I'm always here to help, but there will be a learning curve. And if you can't see yourself living outside of the realm that you are living in right now with your friends and family, I would really consider that when moving to Denver, Colorado. Last but not least, and what I see as a very obvious, is why wouldn't it be worth it? And I know that kind of contradicts this entire video, but I really had to think when I was thinking about moving to Denver, Colorado, if it was going to be worth it for me or not. And I really sat down with myself and decided, why wouldn't it be worth it? I am in a very amazing position where I can kind of work from wherever, I guess, in a way. I got my real estate license here. I was already licensed in Arizona, so it was a very easy transition. If you have a job similar to that and or you are remote or you have an office here in Denver, Colorado, there's not going to be as much change rather than some people that have to start a completely brand new life here. So that's something to keep in mind. I had a very easy transition. I also had family here, so that was easy for me. And then also I was sitting with myself just thinking for a minute, like, why am I waiting? Why am I really gonna wait another, 3, 4, 5 years? Because my plan wasn't necessarily to pick up all my stuff and just immediately move here like I did. It was kind of a 5-year plan, and then 6 months later it was going to be a 3-month or a 3-year plan, and then a year later it's like, okay, I'm moving next summer. I will not live in Arizona for another summer. So if you're like me and you are a go, go, go kind of person, and you have access to all the things that you would have access to in your home state, I think it's an amazing, amazing opportunity. You will absolutely love it here. Something again I keep in mind and I tell a lot of people, because it is super important, it's literally where you live. Where you live is one of the most important things in your life, and I think that it really affects your quality of life as well. I've talked to other people who are relocating here from out of state, and they lived here. I have a friend who's a traveling nurse. She moved here. She was doing her traveling nurse work, and then she had to move back to her home state, and she actually got like borderline depressed because she missed Colorado so much. It is one of the only states that is so freaking beautiful. It's like something I've never seen before, and that's why I say it really is the best state ever. It's not like any other state from that I've traveled to. I haven't been back east a lot, but the traveling nurse girl was from back east. So things to keep in mind is it is very, very gorgeous here, and it really, really improved my quality of life, and I feel happier. People say I have a glow to me, whatever that means, but I would highly, highly think about what is holding me back from it and decide, because there's no time like the present. And I think that it is always worth moving to Denver, Colorado. Even if you decide to move back eventually to your home state, I think it's worth a shot, and you will not be disappointed in your choice to move to Denver, Colorado in 2022 and moving into 2023. Guys, that's it for today's video. Hopefully you enjoyed it. If you did, if you could hit that like button down below, and also subscribe if you're looking for content just like this video. I post every Monday and Wednesday. And until next time, I want to let you guys know I'm a licensed realtor here in this beautiful state. So if the things I said in today's video made you wonder, is relocating to Denver, Colorado the right choice for me, go ahead and reach out. My number's popping up as well as my email. I love talking to you guys and I love helping you relocate. But until next time, I will see you guys later. Bye.